With the 2020 Smart China Expo online only a few days away, iChongqing scheduled a series of online interviews with tech experts, corporate senior executives, and foreign consulate officials to discuss issues around smart industries in the city and around the world. Joining today's interview is Mr. Stephen Hall from Singapore, Managing Director of Skylab Services. Hi, Mr. Hall. Thanks for accepting this interview with us.
Thank you for having me.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions about your company and Smart China Expo. Your honest and straightforward answers will be highly appreciated. So first, could you please give us a brief introduction to Skylab Services and its operations in Chongqing?
Sure. Skylab is actually a deep tech company that develops our own products, platforms, and solutions in the arena of IIoT or industrial IoT, edge, and heterogeneous clouds. And all our products are actually 5G ready. Our mission really is to be a digital performance company that optimizes the delivery of data, software, content for mission critical applications. You can think of us as the courier service for all kinds of data. You can think of it as data logistics, or in China, we might call this the 数据快递. So for example, in Singapore, we are actually operating a very large-scale IIoT data logistic infrastructure that covers the whole country. And we are focused on a few domains for now: green energy, smart cities buildings, telecommunications, and smart maritime. So we're very excited about the Chongqing market. And in fact, we set up our wholly owned subsidiary in January this year.
Oh, that's great. So I noticed that Skylab also participated in last year's Smart China Expo and has established strategic partnerships with quite a few local companies. So my second question is, what progress and achievements have been made so far? Can you tell us about it?
Sure, happy to do that. We are currently having a strategic collaboration with Kute. Kute is from Chongqing, and they are one of the largest and most established data analytics companies in Chongqing. And it's going on very well. In fact, both of us complement each other very well, simply because they are very good at data analytics, and we are very good at bringing live, real-time, good quality data to them. So we bring the data to them, and then they do the analytics. So I think that gives rise to a very, very strategic collaboration.
Any other companies you are also collaborating with right now?
So through this partnership with Kute, we are now actually working with different parties in Chongqing, including telecommunication companies, on a few POCs, proof of concepts, and primarily in the smart city and in the smart building front.
Okay. So what role will Skylab play at this year's Smart China Expo? Could you maybe elaborate on that?
Sure. We'll be part of the Singapore Pavilion, and we'll be there with other Singaporean tech companies. And we'll take the opportunity to share with our friends in the industry our latest 5G-ready data logistics and heterogeneous cloud products and platforms. And hopefully through the process, we can get some interesting feedback and ideas.
I'm sure you can. Do you have any expectations for this year's event? And what kind of opportunities do you think it will bring to your company and the industry as a whole?
Absolutely. We're always very excited to be part of the Smart City Expo, and Kute and ourselves. We hope to meet more tech companies, partners, and potential clients, and to explore collaboration opportunities. And I think what is important to us really is to look out for more interesting applications and use cases of our technology. Because technology to us is just an enabler. Enabler means it helps us achieve something of value. And that something that is of value must be something that is close to the hearts of the partners and clients. So in that sense, new applications, new use cases is something that's very important for us. And at the same time, we are trying to grow our tech ecosystem because we can't do it alone. We always need new ideas, new solutions, new products, and packaging them together. I think we can enjoy the economies of scale. And at the same time, we're excited to see if there's an opportunity to collaborate, not just within China. Like, for example, with Kute, we're thinking of out of China. So making use of Kute's or leveraging on that technology, can we bring them to our other markets in this part of the world, the Southeast Asian markets, for example, in Indonesia?
Okay, last question. You've been here in Chongqing a lot. What's your impression of the city, and how would you describe the differences and similarities between Chongqing and Singapore?
Chongqing is a very dynamic and vibrant city that is constantly evolving and experimenting. And as can be seen by the annual Smart City Expo, that is, huge, and then the attendance is great. And Chongqing has a lot of emphasis on digitization, innovation, and entrepreneurship. What Singapore is trying to do at the same time, we are also trying to do more on innovation, entrepreneurship, deep tech, and digitization. However, the one thing remains clear: Chongqing is way bigger than Singapore, both in terms of population and geographical size. So, for example, Chongqing as an area is 120 times that of Singapore in terms of land size. In terms of population, is 5 times that of Singapore. So in that sense, we're excited because that also means that there's a lot of tech talents and great companies and partners that we can collaborate with. And Kuta was one of our examples. And then this also means that there are many more and larger scale opportunities to experiment with new ideas in Chongqing. And of course, finally, when one thinks of Chongqing, one simply cannot miss mentioning the very tongue-numbing and spicy Sichuan cuisine, the mala cuisine. And this is something that I always look forward to every time I'm in Chongqing.
Can you get used to the taste, the spicy, the hot pot?
Oh, I love the taste. Every time I'm in Chongqing, I must make sure that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, there must always be a mala dish inside there.
Okay, as you mentioned that Singapore had been actively involved in the Smart China Expo's last 2 editions. And this year, Singapore has become a co-host for this year's event. What do you think Singapore and Chongqing can cooperate in the future? What areas in the smart industries can be done to accelerate regional cooperation?
I think it's a very strategic and very exciting collaboration, and that also explains why Singapore in the last couple of years, and especially this year, as you mentioned, we are deepening the relationship, deepening the collaboration between Singapore and Chongqing. And I think there's a lot of areas that we can work on together. I think smart cities applications is one. How do we make life better for everyone by using technology? Because increasingly we are talking about IIoT, we're talking about cloud, we're talking about analytics, predictive analytics. How can we then share ideas? And as I mentioned earlier, in Singapore, we might develop some technology, but we might not probably have the opportunity to try it on a very large scale. I think the collaboration with Chongqing has the opportunity to give us to try things out on a very large scale. And once you try things out on a very large scale, you will very quickly discover what it needs to take to scale up your solution very quickly. And then likewise, I think there's a lot of exciting technology coming out from Chongqing, and we definitely want to learn from them. And then because of those technology, again, can we combine the two? And then can we go to other markets together?
So the 2020 Smart China Expo Online will start next week.
That's right.
I'm sure you are all very excited about it. So that should conclude all the questions of today's interview. Thanks again to you for agreeing to this online interview with us. I'm very looking forward to see your products at the Expo.
Thank you very much for the time.